Okay, so we played a little bit of the Solstice stuff, but I am curious about, and I had this pulled up preemptively. I knew we were going to want to take a look at it. I am curious about the some of these new Solstice, reworks and whatnot for the weapons. So I'm just going to get the rock out of the way first. This pool got leaked. I think it was a while back, or someone. I know that the Solstice weapon reworked versions were available like at the start of the season, very briefly. But this is the rocket, and it really isn't very good. To be perfectly honest, I don't even really think this is going to be worth your time. I mean, for one thing, it's a precision frame, which just isn't very good, really, in anything. Like, intrinsic tracking is okay, might be decent in PvP, but for PvE, definitely not. If you want a good rocket launcher for PvE, literally just wait until Last Wish is the farmable raid, and then go farm, like, Kali or something, get Apex Predator crafted. Or farm Ghosts of the Deep. The rocket launcher from there is very good. Even the Crucible rocket launcher can get explosive light demo, so that is also probably preferable to this thing. This just isn't very good. I'm not really sure what Bungie was thinking with this. Like, not every new weapon that comes out has to be the new meta option, but like this isn't even like this isn't even that. Like, this isn't even, I would say, particularly good rocket launcher. Like, Hatchling on a rocket launcher, really? Pugilist Swash on a rocket? Just no. No, this honestly, just being real with y'all, this is not going to be worth your time. There are way better options out there. I wouldn't be worrying about this too much. But I am curious still about something new, because I saw the perk pool briefly at the start of the season. I'm curious about what this looks like again. And okay, yeah. So it has some of the stuff that I remember. So this perk pool is so much better than what it was before. Like, something new from season 17. Yeah, like, this was awful. This was the original perk pool for this from like a year or so ago, something like that. This was terrible. Like, this was dog shit. This was a horrendous perk pool. This has some promise to it. Like maybe Hammer Forge, Small Bore, Fluted. If you're not using a subclass or an exotic, that can help your weapon handling, then Fluted Barrel might be the move there. For sure, Ricochet rounds. Rapid Hit probably here. I would probably want to go Rapid Hit. And then, Kill Clip, Harmony, or Golden Tricorn, if you're maybe going for some 2-taps in PvP. If you're looking for more consistency, maybe Frenzy. But Encore would actually be really good on this, mainly because Encore will help a lot with stuff that 120s struggle with, stability, accuracy. 120s tend to have very low stability and aim assist, so this would help a lot with that. Not a lot here in the way of consistency rolls. Definitely some very high lethality rolls like Rapid Hit Kill Clip, Rapid Hit Tricorn, Rapid Hit Harmony, get some decent 2-taps going. Might be okay. I kind of wish Encore was in the third column, to be honest, because like Encore with Kill Clip or something like that would be really nasty. So I kind of wish Encore was over here. For PvE, hand cannons are getting a buff again. I don't really expect that to change much, because I know Bungie was saying like, oh, what if hand cannons were, I guess the buff is going to be more based around, as I recall, dealing like single target damage to like orange bars or something. But to be honest, like, it might be okay, but at the same time, like a shotgun, a sniper rifle, a fusion, they already do that very well. They're going to do it better than hand cannons do. Plus also Wish Ender exists, so, we'll see how that goes. But if that turns out to be decent, there are some options there too, Subsistence Frenzy, maybe Subsistence Headstone, Pugilist, and Demolitionist would be really good. If you have something that's like a melee build or a grenade build, a combination of those two might be good. Like the build that I use on my Hunter that you see all the time with the Shinobu's Vow and the skip grenades, Demolitionist would be really good for that. But since we're also using Combination Blow on that, and Combination Blow on Arc Hunter is a juiced melee, a Pugilist and Demolitionist for that build would actually be really good. So I might try to get one of those just in the event that buff is substantial enough. If we are talking single target damage, or for, tankier enemies, then maybe triple tap would be okay. Just try to keep that magazine full because, yeah, this only has like 8 rounds in the mag. So there's some PvE options here too, but nothing too crazy. What I am also curious about is to see if the shotgun got a rework. So Season 21 Compass Rose. I'm not... Did they change it at all? So that's the Compass Rose from this season. Let's take a look at the one from Season 14. Yeah, there's like a few different things here. Quick Draw. Still have Quick Draw Surplus, which is good in the 3rd column. Air Assault's gone, which honestly, who cares about Air Assault? Shot Swap sucks. Genesis, Under Over, 4th column, we still have Snapshot in both. This had Adagio, which I always thought was really weird. Still have Vorpal, still have Trench Barrel. Cascade Point. Okay, Cascade Point might actually be kind of fun. I'm not as stoked on this perk, at least for PvP, as some people are. I do like it in PvE, just for that increased rate of fire. That might be kind of nice if you need to, like, clean out a bunch of orange bars or really quick, or maybe if you need to take out a yellow bar really fast, that might be nice. Envious Assassin I also love in PvE. Oh, we do have Adagio. Never mind, I missed it. The thing is, though, I tend to look at shotguns still more as being PvP weapons. They are doing better in PvE, but in PvE, I think I would still rather have, like, a fusion. So I look at shotguns as being more PvP weapons. And the thing is, though, Compass Rose was not that great before, but we haven't had Compass Rose since shotguns got reworked from Season of the Seraph, and this is a precision frame shotgun. So this could actually be a pretty decent shotgun here. Base stats are pretty good, too, honestly. Obviously, I don't expect Compass Rose to, yeah, this is the new one. I don't expect Compass Rose by any means to be like, a Matador. But if we compare it to, let's say, Retold Tale, because, like, Retold Tale, still a really good shotgun. They have comparable base stats. Actually, yeah, Retold Tale is still a little bit better. Retold Tale also, I think, has a slightly better... Retold Tale is still a little bit better as far as base stats go, but not by a ton. Like, range and handling are really the things that are going to matter the most on a shotgun. And Compass Rose is only slightly worse. It has, like, 3 less range. It actually has very slightly better handling at 35 as opposed to Retold's 34. But the difference is that, quite frankly, you're probably going to have an easier time getting Compass Rose, because Retold, while it is a really good shotgun, your only way to get it are from, like, Dreaming City activities, or the Shattered Throne. I believe you can also get it from there. So, to be honest, you're probably going to have an easier time getting a good Compass Rose. So, like, if you look at the stats here, like, if we go Barrel Shroud, Accurized, Quick Draw, I would still take Quick Draw over Surplus, no question, even though Quick Draw definitely is not as good as it once was. And I do think that the Quick Draw nerf needs to be 100% reversed. I would still take Quick Draw over Surplus just because we're using abilities so fucking much these days that Surplus is... I just don't like it. I would probably go Snapshot. Just that, with Quick Draw, you can get your weapon up really quickly. Snapshot sights, get aim down sights very quickly. Range, Grant Masterwork, so 82 range, plus Quick Draw and everything, you're going to have a pretty good time with that. Handling, that'll take your handling with, let's put Quick Access Sling on there with Quick Draw. 0.18 seconds, so that's actually pretty damn good. That's not bad at all. So Compass Rose might actually be pretty decent. We're going to just have to see how that turns out, but yeah, Compass Rose might not be bad. I think if you're, maybe aping more, then Retold is for sure still better just because it has Slide Shot. But if we're talking defensive use, when I talk about defensive use, that's for if someone's pushing you really hard with a, maybe they're trying to ape you with a shotgun, trying to take you out with a glaive, a fusion, something like that. It's nice to have a shotgun with really high handling that you can just pull out of your back pocket. And both of these are really good for that. I think Compass Rose might actually be very good for that since the change to precision frames. So I'd be looking out for that too. Let's take a look at something new. So range 58, stability 27, handling 24. So let's say like you maybe go with Corkscrew, Ricochet, Rapid hit. That's 68 range. So I mean, maybe then like a stability masterwork. It's actually not bad. Small bore is also an option there. Potentially, if you're like, I mostly use like Ophidian's Warlock these days, as well as like if I'm on other classes, I'm probably on either Strand Hunter or Solar Hunter or Arc Titan, and they all have things I can help with handling there. But if you're maybe using something where you don't have something to really help with handling, you'd probably want to go with Fluted Barrel. But this is pretty decent, like it's not the best option inside of the kinetic slot for a 120. Like, to be honest, like round robin is definitely going to be better. But if you don't have Lightfall, then this isn't a bad option. I really like the fact that it has Kill Clip on it, just because those 2 taps are just so very nice. Golden Tricorn too, if you're willing to build into it. Harmony if you switch weapons a lot. Encore though might not be bad here, just because Encore, that will help with your stability and everything. So like 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, helps with your range too. So this could actually, man, that could actually be pretty damn good on this hand cannon. I will say, minus the fact that True Prophecy has explosive payload and timed payload, I kind of like this perk pool a little bit better. Like, I wish in the 4th column, because like True Prophecy has like opening shot and stuff and all that, so I kind of wish we had like maybe opening shot in that 4th column on something new. But yeah, I kind of like something new's perk pool a little bit better than True Prophecy. Because like True Prophecy, of course, has Rangefinder, but that's getting nuked next season, so who cares? Yeah, I kind of like this perk pool a little bit more, guys. So yeah, those are the new weapons. The rocket launcher, I think, is gonna suck. I don't think Crowning Duolog, I guess, is gonna be worth your time at all. Something new is probably worth your time if you don't already have a good 120. Like I said, I do like it better than True Prophecy, I think. But if you already have like round robin, if you have, maybe you're one of the lucky people who managed to get a God Roll Steady Hand or Kramil's Dagger before they lift the loot pool, then this probably isn't going to be worth it. But if you're a free-to-play player and you need a good 120, then this is an option. If you maybe are not a free-to-play player, but you don't have a Lightfall specifically, then this is still a good option. If you do have Lightfall, then just get round robin craftable and call it a day. But this is an option. If you need a good 120, this is, probably going to be at least decent. Looking at that perk pool, I would think, maybe B tier. We'll just have to see how it feels. We'll try to get a good one. Compass Rose, I actually think, has a lot of potential. Again, just due to the changes to precision frames, I think Compass Rose is actually going to be very good. So I actually am probably going to prioritize getting a good Compass Rose, just to see how it feels since the shotgun archetype changes. And the role that I am going to be going for on Compass Rose, and the role that I think I would recommend for most people, since you don't have Slide Shot here, I don't think I would be using it for like aping or like shotgun rushing. I think I would want to use this defensively. So what I would be going for would be Barrel Shroud, Accurized Rounds, Quick Draw, Snapshot Sights, and either probably a Range Masterwork, since Quick Draw is already really helping your handling there. You don't really need it. So probably a Range Masterwork, and then I would be using Quick Access Sling on it. But other than that, this is actually looking pretty damn good. The shotgun's looking nice. The hand cannon looks decent, and the rocket looks like trash. But at the very least, the shotgun looks pretty damn good. So those are the Solstice weapons that we have this year. I'm pretty excited about Compass Rose. I'm not super stoked on something new. It looks good. But the fact is I already have Round Robin crafted, and Round Robin is better. And then the rocket launcher I don't care about at all. So those are your Solstice weapons. You guys can let me know what you think of the selection this year. There are, I think, events with events that we have each year with better weapon options. But, the shotgun and the hand cannon look decent. So anyway, those are your Solstice weapons. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments. For now, we have other stuff to do, so I'm going to move on.